Jai Hind to everyone. In this video, I am going to discuss about anonymous inner class with the diamond operator, and one more topic is local variable type reference. Basically, these topics of the subject object-oriented programming with Java and under the unit 3. So, we talk about anonymous inner class with diamond operator first. Anonymous inner class meaning is it is a class without any class name. So, it is a general understanding in computer science that if you are using the anonymous word, meaning no name is given to anything. Here we are talking about the class. So, we are creating a class which is of without any name. As second part is this, we are talking about the inner class, that is we can create the class within the class. Sometimes it is also called the nested class. So, today we discuss about what is the anonymous class, then what is the use of the diamond operator. So, again we understanding it is a nameless inner class in Java is called an anonymous inner class. So, it does not have any name, it cannot have a constructor because there is no name in the class. So, we can create the class which is called inner class without any name. Next is anonymous inner class. When you want to create a simple class that is needed for a one time only. So, what is the purpose of this using this anonymous inner class? So, sometime it is needed to for a specific purpose just to create a class, then after that it is not needed. So, you want to create a class for one time, only a limited use, then we can use this creation of anonymous inner class. And it is generally used to implement an interface or extending the class. So, you know it in interface we have an abstract method. So, if you want to give the implementation of this abstract method, in that case we can use anonymous inner class. Then how will you define the anonymous inner class? It can be defined with the help of new operator. We are not giving any name to the class. We just use the new keyword. With the help of this, we are able to create a class without any name. So, syntax for creating an anonymous, we also call, sometimes it is also called nested class, because class within the class we call as a nested class. And to creating an anonymous inner class, we are using the new keyword, and we can pass the argument list to create the object of the anonymous class. So, basically internally it will create a object without any name that we can utilize for our purpose. So, there are various types of anonymous inner class. The first is anonymous inner class can extend a class. Second, anonymous inner class implements the interface. Third is anonymous inner class as an argument. So, one by one we will explain each three different types. The first one is anonymous inner class that extend the class. So, this anonymous inner class can use to extend a class. So, let's we have an example. This is the example. We have a class name is car, and one method is defined in this car. The name of the method is engine type, and we are displaying a message turbo engine. Then we defined a class tester, and we are using a main method. This is the main class, and we have created an object C1 of the type car. Now we just use C1 engine type, so it will display the message turbo engine. So up to this level, it is just a normal class understanding. As we at the beginning of the Java, we are learning what is the class. That is similar to this concept. We have created an object and we call a method. Next, again we are creating a object C2, and here we are creating an anonymous inner class, and anonymous inner class we are creating with the help of car. So, this is the way we are creating the anonymous inner class, and we are overriding this engine type method. So this is the overriding feature, and we are just change the printout statement v to engine. Then we are calling C to engine type. So at this level, internally an object is created without a name that will be assigned to C2. That's why the type of inner class that we are going to create is of type car. That's why we are using the car here. And in this car class, we have a method engine type. So we just overriding the engine type method. As you know, in the overriding and overloading features, overriding features is only applicable when we have two classes and there is an inheritance. So here we have a two class. One class is car and second class is created here with the help of new operator. But there is a no name for this class. Therefore, we are able to override the method engine type. So we have a two classes. The first class is car, and then within the car we have one more class without any name, we call as anonymous inner class, and we override the method engine type and we just change the print statement. So this way we are able to create a class within the class, and there is a no name for this class, so we call as a anonymous inner class. And one of the example, we can override the previous method, that is we can override the method of a class. So when you print this, it will this time it will display V2 engine. This is the output. So this is the normal class output, turbo engine. After the anonymous inner class implementation, we are the method is displaying V2 engine. Next is we are using the anonymous inner class to implement an interface. You know, in the interface we have the abstract classes. Sorry, we have the abstract methods. So interface consists of abstract method. To provide the implementation of this abstract method, we must use the interface, or you can say must implement the interface. So we are going to use the inner class, anonymous inner class, to implement the method of the interface. So anonymous inner class can be used to implement an interface in Java. Now we are going to discuss the following example. This is the example. In this case, we have the interface software, and name of the method in this interface is develop. It is an abstract method. So we need to provide the implementation of this abstract method develop. Then we have created one more class, tester, for the main method, and we have created an object for this software. So this object basically is an interface reference variable. Now we are assigning an anonymous class, this object, to this interface reference variable. So we are creating an anonymous inner class and of type software, and within this anonymous inner class we are going to implement the method develop, and the implementation is just to print a message software developed in Java. So you can see no need to write a separate class to implement the software interface. We need to use the anonymous inner class, just use the new keyword. Internally it will create an object, and in this class we have implemented the develop abstract method. So this is the way by which we can reduce our code. You can do this similar programming with the normal class also, but with the help of anonymous inner class we can reduce the development code, and it will be very easy to implement it. Just with the help of new keyword you can create the anonymous inner class, and you can do whatever you want to implement in the particular class. So just use s.develop. S is the interface reference variable. We call develop method. So develop method is already implemented with the help of this anonymous inner class. So it will display the message software developed in Java. So this is the second approach for use of anonymous inner class for implementation of the interface. This is the outcome, software developed in Java. Next, third use of anonymous inner class as an argument. So we can use the anonymous inner class as an argument so that it can be passed to a methods or constructor. So you can pass the object of anonymous inner class as an object to a method. So let's see the example. So in this example, we have a class engine and it is an abstract class. Within this abstract class, we have a method. Method is engine type and it is also an abstract method. Then we have created one more class is vehicle and we have a method in the vehicle class is transport, and here you just see it, we are receiving the object of the class engine, and again with the help of this E we are calling the engine type. It is the method of the engine class, and at this stage it is not implemented, it is an abstract method. So we need to provide the implementation of this method. So we have created one more class tester for the main method. We have created an object of the vehicle. Then we call the transport. Transport is a method. And remember, the transport need an object of type engine. So we need to create a class, then pass the object. But here we are creating the anonymous inner class, that is we are creating a class and we are passing the object to this method. So we are using the new keyword because we are not interested for any name for this object. So we are using the new keyword and this object, or you can say class, that will be created of type engine. So we are using the engine here. Then we are providing the implementation of this abstract method is engine type, and we are given the implementation of engine type. So here you can see transport is a method. It is receiving an object of type engine. It is already mentioned, it is the object of type engine. Beauty of this code is that we are creating the class here and as well as we are creating the object of that class, and important is the class that is created here is there is a no name for this class. So an anonymous inner class will create an anonymous object that will be passed as an argument to the transport, and that object type will be of engine class. So therefore we are implemented the abstract method here. So when you run this program, it will display the outcome turbo engine because the object is passed here and we are calling e.engine type. So it will run this implementation and it will display the turbo engine. So it is a very good example. It is showing that how will you use the inner class, anonymous inner class as an argument in a method. So this is the outcome. Next we talk about diamond operator. So till now I discussed about what is the anonymous inner class. Next I am going to discuss diamond operator. So diamond operator is represented in this way. So diamond operator, it is a feature specified in Java 7 and basically it is used to simplify the generics. That is to simplify the type of a data or type of a class. So it allows the compiler to infer the type of arguments of a generic class constructor, reducing the many other codes which is not readable. So it will make the code in the very good readable format. Let's see it. So before 7, when we are creating an instance of a generic class, you need to specify the type here also and you need to specify the type here also. So you need to specify the type on the both sides of the assignment. With the help of diamond operator, you can omit the type argument on the right side. So no need to specify the type here. Just specify the type at the left side. This is the left side. And compiler will automatically infer the type with the help of the left side. So compiler infers that the array list should be of type string based on the left hand side of the assignment. So, with the help of diamond operator, we are reducing our coding and just need to give the type only one side, right side will be infer automatically. Next, I discuss about what is the diamond operator, I discuss about what is the anonymous inner class. Then we are going to discuss about the use of diamond operator in anonymous inner class. So, diamond operator earlier could not be used with the anonymous inner class in JDK 7. In JDK 9, it can be used with the anonymous inner class as well as simplify the code and improves the readability. So, diamond operator was introduced earlier, but it was difficult to use with the anonymous inner class. But in the later version of Java, like in JDK 9, it has been allowed to diamond operator to allow can be used in anonymous inner classes. So, when diamond operator was introduced in Java 7, we can create the object without the mentioning generic type on the right side. It is applicable in without anonymous inner class. It is possible in Java 7. Problem with the diamond operator in JDK 7, when the help of diamond operator, we can create an object without mentioning the generic type on the right side of the expression. But the problem is that it will only work with the normal classes, Suppose you want to use the diamond operator for the anonymous class, anonymous inner class, then the compiler will throw an error message. So, in JDK 7, it is applicable for the normal classes, but not applicable for the anonymous inner classes. In JDK 9, diamond operator can be used with the anonymous inner classes. So, it is just for your information, in JDK 9, it has been implemented. Now, with Java 9, we can use diamond operator with anonymous inner class as well as shown in the example, as well in the normal classes also. So, look for an example. So, this is an example. We have a class tester main method. We have a class handler. We assume there is a class handler, and int handler is the object of this class, and we are passing the integer here. That is, this object will work on the integer, and we are passing the 1 here. It is, in that case, constructor will automatically create the object of type handler, and 1 is must be of integer because we have already mentioned the integer here. Now, suppose there is a class handler. In this class, we have one method. Name of the method is handler. So, we are just displaying the message. Whatever the content you are passing, it will display it. We will look what is the detail of the handler. Now, then we are using this in handler is the object and handle is the method. So, it will display whatever the value of the content. Second use, this is the first use. This is the second use. We have the handler, it will extends the number predefined class of any type. How the type will be defined? The type will be defined by this value. This value is of number, that is of integer. So, the type of this new object will be defined as an integer. It will infer on the basis of value that you have mentioned it. So, again we are using this anonymous inner class. It is also an anonymous inner class. So, with the help of value of 2, int will be infer as a type of this value, and then we are implementing this handle method and we are displaying the content. This is the first and second approach. The third approach. This is the third approach. No type is specified. Type will be inferred with the help of this value. this value is of string. So, the object that will be created, the content of that object will be of type string. In more formal way, anonymous inner class, the content will be of type string, and compiler will infer the type automatically with the help of the content. So, we can see the diamond operator, that is, this operator is applicable in anonymous inner class, and this diamond operator is capable to find out the type of a variable, type of a value at the compile time. It is applicable from Java 9 onwards. Now, we have one method in this class, handler, and we are just displaying the value of the content, and we are displaying the value with the help of the method. Now, see here, this is an abstract method. We are using this handler and we have defined the T. So, it is a generic class. We can pass the integer, we can pass the double, we can pass the string, and this content is defined as a public. Then one method constructor, it is a constructor. So, whatever you pass will come to the constructor. So, test will come in the content. So, internally it will store in this content variable, or you can say instance variable. Then there is a method of abstract handle that we have already implemented. This is the handle is the abstract method we have implemented in this anonymous inner class, and we have implemented earlier also. So, we can see here this is the class abstract, this is the abstract generic class, and this is or you can say this is the method abstract method that we have implemented earlier with the help of anonymous inner class and diamond operator. This is the output. You can see 1, 2 and test. Next, local variable type reference. It is a very simple topic with very limited time I am going to discuss here. So, local variable type inference meaning is you can infer the variable type automatically. So, it allows to define a variable using var, this is the var, and without specifying any type of it. So, compiler infers the type of the variable using the value provided, but only this type of facility is available only to the local variables, it is not applicable on the global variables. So, it is the simple way to write and define a variable, write the name of the variable, type of the variable. Here we are explicitly giving the type of the variable. New way is to use the var, no need to give any type, just give the name this of string. So, automatically the type of name variable will be of type string. If there is an integer, then type of name variable will be integer. So, now compiler infers the type of name variable as a string by inspecting the value provided. So, value is welcome to AKGC, it is of string type. So, its type is automatically infer. Now, there are some important points. I am reading it. No type inference in case of member variable, method parameters and return value, very important part. So, in these three cases, type inference is not applicable, member variable, method parameter and return values. Local variables should be initialized at the time of declaration, otherwise compiler will not be infer and will throw an error. Okay. So, when you define the variable with the help of var, you must give the its initial value. Local variable inference is available inside the initialization block of loop statements. No runtime overhead, as compiler infers the type based on the value provided. There is no performance loss, no dynamic type change. Once the type of local variable is inferred, it cannot be changed. Complex boilerplate code can be reduced using the local variable type inference. So, these are some important points related to local variable inference. Now see an example. So it is a class tester, main method is defined. Here we can see names is of defined as a var, and it is a list we are going to define. So automatically names become of type list. Then we are using the name to navigate in the list. So we are defined as a var. So name automatically become of item of the list, and it will navigate in the for loop. Then again we are using the var, and I is initialized with the 0. So automatically I become a type of integer. So you can see all three variables are defined as a var, and its type is infer automatically with the help of compiler. So this is the outcome. So till now I discussed about three important points in this video. One is anonymous inner class, second is diamond operator, and third is local variable inference. Thank you very much.